These two say that you want to solve the system by substitution. So there's a nice way of doing this. What's happening here? Is that? I don't know. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, wait. Okay, now. Okay, so if you want to solve the system by substitution, okay, what you want to do here is substitution. Okay, what you want to do here is you want to look at both of these equations, and you want to see which variable is easy to get by itself. Now, in this one, right, if you look at this top equation, it's very easy to get x by itself, but it's also very easy to get y by itself. And it doesn't matter which one you get by itself. So I'll get x by itself. So I use that top equation. X plus y equals -1. And I get x by itself. I minus y on both sides. This is 0, and x equals, and y is by itself on one side of the equal sign, -y minus 1. Now I have x equals -y minus 1, and I must use the other equation now. So I'm going to substitute that x value. So I'm going to get -6 into the other equation, -6 times. Instead of writing x, I got -y minus 1 minus 8y equals 18. Now I distribute the -6. I want to solve this for y. I'm going to distribute -6. I'm going to get -6 times -y is positive 6y. -6 times -1 is positive 6 minus 8y equals 18. And then 6y's minus 8y's is -2y's. Plus 6 equals 18. I minus 6 on both sides. -2y is equal to 12. I divide by -2. Y equals -6. And now I have y. Once I have y, I plug in, I go back, I have x equals -y minus 1. This is going to be, now I have a y value, x equals -6. Be careful with how you plug in, right? It's a negative already here, and then I'm plugging in y, but y is negative, so it's -6, which makes it positive 6 minus 1, which makes x 5. And now I have my two solutions. X equals 5 and x equals -6. Let me do this next one. Okay, so again, the bottom one, I could solve for x or I could solve for y. Usually, sometimes it'll be 1. That's easier, right? These are easy to solve for because you only need to do one operation. I could get y by itself or x by itself. So for contrast, in 64, I'm just going to get, oh, why does it do this? For contrast, I'm just going to get, I'll start off with getting y by itself in this bottom equation. So that means that I'm going to minus x on both sides. So when I minus x on both sides, this goes to 0. Y equals -x minus 3. Now I have y equals negative x minus 3. Instead of writing y in this top equation, I substitute. So this top equation becomes negative 8x plus 7 times y. But what is y? 7y. Instead of writing y, I write negative x minus 3 equals 24. And now I solve this for x. Negative 8x minus 7x minus 21 is equal to 24. I have negative 8x, negative 7x, that's negative 15x's, minus 21 is equal to 24. I add 21 on both sides. This is 0. Negative 15x is equal to 21,545. And then I divide by negative 15 to get x, which is negative 3. And now that I have x, I can get y from this equation. So y equals negative, whatever the negative of x is, negative 3 minus 3. And that becomes positive 3 minus 3. And that becomes 0. And now I have my solution. X is negative 3, y is 0. We'll make both of these equations true. And you could check, right? You could substitute into both of them and see that it works for the top one and see that it works for the bottom one.